there, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 2023, and of course that time of the year when everybody creates New Year's resolutions that, well, come on, let's be honest, it might be a month before we just kind of put that to the side and forget about it. Yeah, New Year's resolutions might be a time-honored tradition, but really for making positive change in your life, they're not so great. Instead, I've started to use something called yearly themes. And really this has been a big help in how I plan out the year for myself. Yearly themes aren't something new. Actually, I learned them from a CGP Grey video a few years ago, and it really has been a big help, even if some years are better than others. So what are yearly themes? Well, so you know how with a New Year's resolution, you might say, oh, I want to read 40 books this year. But then something comes along and you don't get to as many books as you think, and you get to like 30, and you feel like you failed, even though maybe you only read 20 or even 15 the year before. I mean, technically you've improved, but you might feel like you failed because, well, didn't hit the 40 number, and that might or might not have been your fault. With yearly themes, you might instead say this is a year of reading. So here you're focused on just reading more. There's not necessarily a set number. So that 30 books you read this year is a success, or at least it feels more successful than with the New Year's resolution. Another popular example is health. You might say that this year is going to be a year of health for you, but what do you think year of health might mean right now might be different than at the end of the year. Maybe something big happens in between and you suddenly have to sort of change gears. Your end goal or ideal outcome might change between now and then, but keeping that big umbrella of year of health, you'll still feel like you've made some sort of change, hopefully. If you really want to dig into yearly themes, I've left some links down in the description below to the CGP Grey video that I mentioned before, as well as him and Mike Hurley talking about it on Cortex. But let's now review what I did for my yearly theme back in 2022. This was the year of foundation, and I really want to talk about the results here. The good news is that it did pick up towards the end of the year, and I definitely finished 2022 better than what I thought it was going to be in the middle of the year. So last year wasn't a total waste, but well, it definitely wasn't as successful as I hoped it could be. But I'm just going to choose to look forward, and I'm going to talk about what my yearly theme is for 2023. Drum roll, please. So the yearly theme for this year is Year of Foundation Part 2. Yes, I know, very original. I really like this idea of foundation and building sort of foundation that I can grow from in the next several years. And while it didn't turn out quite as well in 2022, hopefully here with another year of knowledge gain, I can make it more successful in 2023. So what does a year of foundation look like for me, and what are some of the ideal outcomes? Well, on the freelance business side, I'm hoping to build a foundation of WordPress block themes. I already finished one, a portfolio block theme, back in December, which you can check out down in the description below. I'm hoping to release 3 or 4 new block themes here in 2023 to give me a really good foundation and to really diversify what I do. So these themes might be a small business one, podcast one. I'm also thinking about doing like sort of one for content creators, like those sorts of things. And along the way, I'm hoping to learn more about how site editing works from a theme developer's perspective in WordPress now. And I also think that there's a lot of potential for theme developers with block themes as we see more and more users adopt it. Also, I'm just hoping to increase business for my other services like the Small Business Website Starter Kit and WordPress Website Care. And on those notes, if you need a website for your business, or you just need some managed WordPress website care, be sure to check out those links down in the description below and see how I can help you. Shameless promotion, I know. On the marketing side, I'm hoping to create a foundation of blog posts and videos for my business. So with this, I'm hoping to have at least 2 blog posts every week. I've already got a lot in the pipeline, and I've sort of developed a process that I feel pretty good about right now, and hopefully it lasts more than a quarter. And on the videos, I'm hoping for one big video on Mondays every week, and then there should be another sort of longer video that's on a Wednesday once a month, and then smaller videos that hit in one area of the site editor in WordPress. We'll see how that goes. I've tried this before, like 3 years, and every time I get to like January and February, it peters out. But hopefully I've got the flywheel going enough right now that it continues for more than just 3 or 4 months. Also, I'm just hoping to grow my personal presence online. Obviously, we've got the channel here, and I'm hoping to do videos about every other Thursday or so. It should make it to where I'm on here enough, but not trying to force myself to do way too much. And we'll cover WordPress development and website development in general. I'm also hoping to post more over on my developer blog, talking about things that I do with development and code and what I've learned. For example, I'm hoping here shortly to write a blog post about my experience creating that portfolio block theme and sort of what I learned developing with the site editor and things that I can improve on going forward. I've also set up a personal website because of all the, well, let's just say social media stuff going on right now, and I really wanted a personal home on the website where I can post photo galleries and other things. Links to all of those are going to be down in the description below. And finally, on a personal development side, I really want to focus on just being a better developer. The last few years, I just haven't had the time to sit down and learn more about PHP, JavaScript, and CSS. I feel pretty good about it, but it could be better. Like, I know enough React to be dangerous, especially when it comes to creating WordPress blocks, but I don't really understand it, and that's something I really want to do. So I'm just hoping to become a better advanced PHP, JavaScript, and CSS developer. But that is my yearly theme, the Year of Foundation. What is your yearly theme going to be? Do you want to focus on being healthier? Do you want to read more? Do you want to do more? Do you want to learn more? If you have a yearly theme, be sure to leave it down in the description below. That way we can all be accountable to one another, and I'll have sort of check-ins maybe once a quarter about how my yearly theme is going. And if you have any questions about yearly themes, be sure to leave them down in the description below as well, or you can also just check out those links I mentioned earlier. And if your yearly theme is to learn more about web development and WordPress development, be sure to hit the subscribe button and to ring the bell for notifications as we sort of go through this journey of web development together. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.